Greetings and salutations. So we're back. This is, I think, technically episode 3, maybe 4, episode 4. And in this video, I wanted to kind of briefly go over. I was saving up the materials in the for what I'm going to spawn. And normally my go-to starter ship is this MX1. It's like four materials, and it's pretty robust. It's a Jeff Randall project. Hit V. Me hit Alt. Oh wait, that's B. Hit Alt. Come on, there we go. And you can see. Let me land it right. It's it flies. It's got a scanner. Okay, so let me land it. It's got a drone drawer. It's not super. It's not super agile, but it's got a drone door. I like how everything's labeled in here. Storage bay, volume 4K, exterior lights. You have your ammo on this side, which is 1,000. Ammo bay 100. You got a fridge to keep your stuff from going bad. It's pretty much everything you need early game. You don't have a warp, but it's okay because you're a ways off from warping. So I just at a glance, I wanted to check out. Oh, we'll come back to this. As a glance, I just wanted to check out some of the normal. My normal go-to is this, right? And I've heavily modified this, but I realized that once I made the Pioneer, this thing kind of became obsolete, and so let me press G. So the same functionality, but this has the ability to warp. And this is one of my favorite ships. Like this, you double your inventory. It's got 10K volume, and then 1.5K in ammo. You have your ammo and your fuel. I mean your air, your armor and your air. And this has that too. See here, you have your armor rack. You have your air. Like it's got all the exact same functionality, except you just get more capacity. And then on my journey, I ended up making this to, I got 6 adaptations of this, but I ended up making this myself. This is a heavily modified adaptation of this, right? So you have the MX5F, and then you have the MX Alpha 6, and this is the 6th adaptation of that. And what I've done in this is opened it up a little bit more, all the same functionalities, but increased the crew occupancy by 1. So now it's a 2-seater. Also added another 5K of storage capacity. So it's just a little bit more utilitarian, and that this right here will sustain you for most of your gameplay. That 15K kind of, there's like these humps that you can't do a whole lot with 5K. 5K is like not even one POI worth of loot hauling out of that thing once you start dismantling it. But but out of 6 evolutions, this is kind of what I ended up. I had to change the front of it. I'll do the. This is kind of the main one. I put about 40 hours of survival gameplay on this one with the beak. You can see how it's flattened out here, and great visibility. But I found that, and aesthetically it looks a little better. But where I ran into issues is it was a little bit big for cargo hangers, and a little bit nose heavy. And so this one, although aesthetically it's with it chopped off in the front, the visibility is better. You can just see how the cockpit view is so much better. And then over here, when you get into this one, it's really good. But what led me down this journey is this one. The cockpit view in this one is kind of narrow in scope, and I didn't like how difficult it was to see to land. And so that's what led me down this journey through this heavy modification of those platforms. And ultimately, I think I've ended up with this one as my kind of go-to mid-tier ship. With that extra capacity, that extra 5K capacity is pretty substantial. It's basically kind of 3 MX1s. But I wanted to get in, and I just wanted to see if some of these other vehicles that are starter vehicles, like this. You know, this thing was looked pretty interesting. It requires 4 titanium though, and so I'm wondering what capability you pick up. See, it's got the storage box, it's got the fridge, it's got the Wi-Fi, um, it's got 5,000 container. Oh, it's got a constructor. Oh, okay, okay. So it's that's where your titanium, that little bit of increased. Oh, but it flies good though. It flies good. Yeah, it's a lot more agile. It's got a little bit more thruster capability. Okay. EMX1's a little sluggish. It's really tuned down. Yeah, it's really tuned down because of the reduction in thruster cost. Okay, what was the other one? Okay. Some of these I need to get rid of just because they don't they're no longer, they're much older versions of the game, and they don't really function at all. Like when you load them in, they'll have like 6 RCSs and just a bunch of craziness. Okay, where are we at here? A bunch of MXs. MS5S. Some of these MXs are old too. Okay, we did that one. What about? I'm looking through here. I'm looking for just, here we go, right here. What's this thing? Okay, so, wow, super simple, super simple. We got 2 Gatling guns, we got 2 thrusters. What do we have here? We have an armor locker, we have ammo, 5,000 ammo. That's a little excessive. Do we not have a container? Hit P. Hit P. Go to devices. So fuel tank, 3 fuel tanks. Equipment. You do have a detector, and you have a ammo cockpit. You just have a regular cockpit generator. So there's a lot of functionality that this is missing. It's cheap, but you don't have a container controller, so you have no storage capacity with this. Yeah, there's no chest or storage capacity with that. What's this? What's this? Man, this thing looks sexy. Okay, so you have one thruster in the front. We have landing gear. It looks like there's got a weapons turret right there. So main, right there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, you have your side thrusters. Okay, fuel tank. But I don't see any devices. 2 cargo boxes. Okay. Access. So 125. So that's what I mean. Those other 2 ships have 5,000 cargo capability, where this has the 2 that have 125. Let's go back to device. Let's see. Some of these they're so well hidden. Generators, fuel tanks. We do have one fridge. Uh, Shutter door. Okay. RCC two RCSs. This is an old design. This thing probably flies amazing though with hit P. Is this CPU compliant? Yeah, it is. It is. Let me see. Ship too heavy with takeoff, 4 tons. Why is this thing so heavy? See, it's a good thing I test these out, because if I didn't test them out, I wouldn't know. I would spawn it in, and I wouldn't be able to fly it, and I wasted all my mats. Man, this thing is really good looking though. They've done a good job with this. I like what they've done. Okay, that's not a viable option. Let's see what else. The Blue Dart L5. This is the same guy. This is the same. You can kind of see his evolution here. You got an armor locker, generator. Let's see here. Weapons. Yep. Let's see what we're looking at here. CPU compliant. Does this thing have a shield? Devices, 2 guns, 12 thrusters. Wow. 1 RCS. Yeah, this is an older fridge. Core, constructor. Ah, I wonder if this thing even flies. Barely. With a speed of 33. With a speed of 33. Let's see here. I don't see where the there's the constructor. Yeah, oh, there you go. There's your 1 chest here, and then here's your 1 ammo box right here. So the guns are not small ammo box. So the guns are not even linked to the constructor. Okay. So those are not viable options. What is this? Cobalt Moon. This is definitely a viable option right here. Does this thing have RCS? Thrusters. 2 cores. Oh, core CPU extender. Oh, wow. That's where that material cost comes in right there. Okay, so that's not a viable option. It's the material cost is, but it's a pretty functional vehicle though. I got to give it to him. It's not small, you know. So let me show you what this playthrough. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is the same guy though. See, a lot of these are. Let's see what this is. Let's see what this is. Look at this. Somebody has done this. This is a. Is this a SV? Yeah, this is SV. Oh, this thing flies amazing. I think the deal with this is I think you can load a hovercraft on here. HV. Okay. I don't see any boxes though. I don't see any. Oh, you can go inside. Wow. Hit V. Okay, so what do we have? Oh wow, you have 2 fuel tanks, generator, armor rack. Oh wow. And this is the inside cockpit. Wow. It's got 2 cockpits. Or that's a passenger seat. This is a passenger seat, and this is a very different kind of design concept. Forge. But no real utilitarian aspect to it though. Let's look at the inside here. Core, thrusters, door, equipment, fridge, fuel tank, generator, passenger seat, user manual. Yeah. I wonder. Let's see what the the thrust is on this thing. 145 tons cargo. Yeah, I don't think that's a viable option. Okay. What do we got here? Let's go through some of these other ones. The Scout. What's this thing look like? Wow. P. Device. Good way to tell is if they have a bunch of RCSs. How dated they are. We do have a controller though. What is this? Okay, 1300. So we have a ammo controller and we have, okay, that's promising. And then we have our Wi-Fi. That's very promising. And then what a fridge. Okay, I bet you this thing. Oh yeah, this thing flies good. It's got super agile, and then you have 4 Gatling guns. Wow, this thing is extremely agile. Let me see here. It says it has 4 guns. I only see. It must be. Oh, they're tucked underneath. Okay. So back to my original. For the cost, it's hard to beat. It's hard to beat this just because of the cargo. The cargo with 4,000 pounds is there's just more storage solution here. It's not as quick. It's not as agile. But you know, man, what a great job on that. What a great job. Yeah, it's hard to get away from the versatility of this. It really is. It's hard to, my go-to is this bad boy right here now. Is this one right here? Right? I mean, I went through and reworked all the thrusters, so this thing is kind of like a mini lifter, and then it can also upgrade. You can load rocket launchers on here. It can support shields. Like it is a significant upgrade. Let me land this right here. It's 3 times the carry capacity, and the cost is about twice as much. It's not a significant jump to go from this to that, but early game, it's more important that I just need something to unlock all the POIs, also get into orbit to get some of those rare materials. That's a super critical piece of this too. Is I need to get some of those green and blue and red and orange ores. All right, I'm gonna stop the video here. Hope you got some good content out of this. Thanks for watching.